Here we go. Another Wednesday. Here we go. Another Monday. Is that you? Are you one of these people? Oh no, another Monday. If you are, then stop it right now. Just stop it. Today I want to talk about negative keywords. Keywords that I find very, very negative, and there's way too many for us to go over in just one of these videos. So I've identified 3 for now. I'll probably do another couple of videos on this area, but for now I just want to focus on 3 of them. And the first one, if you've probably guessed already, is oh no, another Monday. I hate Mondays. And it's hard. I don't know where I really stand on this, because if I'm being truthfully honest, I can honestly say in my 37 years, I don't really know if I've actually hated a Monday that bad, to talk about it the same way that some people do. They feel as though they need to express the devastation of a Monday and the pain that it causes them. And I've always thought that if it is that bad, then why do you do it to yourself? What is causing this devastating effect on your life? Because it's clearly not just because it's Monday. There's something, a deeper root of the cause there. And 9 times out of 10, it is people's place of work. They dread the thought of going back to where it is, back to this employer that actually pays them a wage to go out and live their life. If it's that bad, I mean, I can openly say that I've worked in a fair few places that I didn't enjoy, but I never thought that. It never got to a point where I dreaded to go in. I didn't. For me, life, I like to see it as a progression. Like I am progressing through life, and if Monday never comes, then I'm never going to progress. I'm always going to be looking back. I'm going to stay stuck on that Sunday, stuck on that Saturday night. And although there can be very good times, and you can have lots of fun and create memories, but you need to progress, you need to grow. So why hate Mondays? What's Monday ever done to you? But that's the God's honest truth from my own personal experience, that I've never hated Monday as much as some people make out. And it's awful because these people, they put it on other people that Mondays are supposed to be bad. It's like they're portraying that everybody should be on a downer on Monday, that you've just come off a high at the weekend. So what? It's like you can enjoy the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. You don't have to. What's even worse is they hate the Monday, but they can't wait for the following Friday or Saturday. So you're wishing the whole week away, which is absolutely mind blowing to think that why people would do that. I mean, for me, especially since I got into property, like I say, I've never hated a Monday, but when it comes to property, I was starting to hate the Fridays, purely because I wanted to keep working. I wanted to keep that momentum going that I built throughout the week, or overcome a lot of the challenges that were thrown at me especially on my last property project. I mean, a lot of challenges were thrown at me, and I needed, there was a lot of third parties involved, i.e. solicitors, lawyers, brokers. These were all people involved in helping me overcome these challenges, but they all shut down for the weekend. They're entitled to their weekend, but it meant that Scott wasn't going to get any, feedback for at least 2 to 3 days. And I didn't like that whatsoever. So come Fridays, I couldn't wait for a Monday again, just so everybody could get back to work, so I could get some answers and some feedback from whatever it is that I needed. So you could say that I'm the crazy one because I was wishing the weekends away, but that wasn't the case. I wasn't wishing them away whatsoever. In that time, whether I was working or socializing or doing things with my family that I love to do, spending that quality time. Either way, I make the most of it in that moment, but I always look forward to the next day. I don't wish it away in any regards, and that's what for me. It's just you've got to have there's got to be intention there. Why that you want to get up on that Monday, why you want to go to work or do whatever it is that you're doing. So don't hate the Mondays. Hate whatever it is that's causing you to hate Mondays. Go and find out what that is. Find out what that deeper cause is. But do not be somebody that just whinges about Monday from now until the next 30, 40, 50 years of your life. Just don't do that to yourself. But don't do it to yourself, but don't do it to other people. You're probably grating on your family. I mean, one of the things I want to say about these three key words or key negative words that I'm going to talk about is they might only be minor, they're only small things, but you don't realize that it accumulates over the course of a day. So from the minute you get up, if you're using these key negative words, if you've used them multiple times over the course of a day, by the time you get back into bed, you're exhausted. You've drained yourself down to a point where there's nothing left. But what's even worse, as I keep saying, is who else have you drained down with you? Why should you be doing it? There might only be so. The next one, cushy. I hate the word cushy. I don't think I've ever used it. I think it's shocking. It shouldn't even be a word. So you've got to, and it's a Monday, so you hate the Monday, but now you go and have the next conversation with somebody and you say to yourself, oh, well, I've got a cushy day ahead. It's cushy because I don't have to push myself beyond the boundaries. I'm not looking for any growth. And don't get us wrong, everybody likes an easier day. Everybody likes to put the feet up at some point on a Sunday. You're chilling out with the family. You've just had a good weekend, the barbecue, you've had family around. It's been hectic, but now you just want to put your feet up and you want to be not cushy. You just want it a bit easier. But if you're going to work, as a prime example, it's always going to come back to work. You're going to work and you're looking for cushy every single day, then what are you actually gaining from it? What satisfaction are you getting out of putting your feet up and being cushy? Unless somebody pulls the chair away and you are no longer cushy, then where do you stand there? You know what I mean? You've been cushy for that long. You've can't even say it, alienated yourself. You know what I'm trying to say. You've taken yourself out of that working environment, which is what you were employed to do, and you've put yourself in such a comfort zone that you don't know, you can't adjust back to it without feeling uncomfortable, which it shouldn't be the case. Everybody should be looking for little improvement steps throughout life. So cushy to me on all different levels. I don't want to live a cushy family life. I don't want to just come home and say I've got it easy. We just sit down and chill out. No, I want to look for ways I can challenge and grow as a family. And right now, I couldn't think of a better time that Eva's, she's just started year one at school and she's bringing her homework home with her. Her schoolwork home with her. So she's got homework now. So that's engaging and challenging for her. But it means that I can help her do them challenges, which we're growing as a family. It's bringing us closer together for them reasons. Anything that if Rachel's got something, she's got her own challenge she's got to overcome, I want to be there to support. I don't want to say, whoa, I've got the cushy life, that's you, lass, nothing to do with me. I need to put my feet up. I would never do that. I'm looking for jobs around the house. Maybe it's a problem I've got in the sense that I can't just settle down, but I'll never be cushy. But I'm not saying somebody should be obsessed as as to what the point I'm talking about. But don't go back to the fact that you're that reclined back that your views up here. You're no longer seeing what's forward. Don't do it so cushy. Another Monday and cushy don't sit very well with me. And a third one, like I say, I've got a long list of these little keywords. And a third one is, it's maybe a little bit off topic, but life's too short. And life, I mean, I don't know. I've lived 37 years of my life to date, and I don't think it's too short. I've enjoyed absolutely every minute of my life. I really have. I mean, there's been a lot of ups and downs, like I say, big challenges and big highs, big lows. But it is what it is, and I am where I am. But 37 years, and God knows how many years I hope I've got left. But I intend to live them. But the life too short phrase, when it comes from people and they try to put it on you that, I should be doing X, Y, Z because they perceive life to be too short. But I can't help but look at these same people and think, what have you fucking done? What have you done with your life to identify that it's so short? You're telling me to go out and do all these things because life's short, but you've done jack shit yourself. So it's like life's too short, but you've lived the cushy life. You don't fucking like Mondays for a start. I mean, you've got my language is getting foul now. That's how invested I am into this. It's just that these people they don't understand that it does these small little things that you say, the amount up of over the course of a day, and then like you say, it's just draining you of energy that could be better utilized somewhere else, whether it is with your family and friend, whether it is going to the gym and working on your body, or whether it is working for yourself, or even that employer. How can you drive value to these areas? And talking about these words is not a way to do it. So yes, everybody can have such a good weekend, or you've come back from the holiday and you get the Monday blues, once in a while, but don't prolong it, don't drag it out. Cushy, yes, it's nice to have an easy day now and again when you've had a busy week. I mean, prime example for me was when I done World Book Day, or World Book Week, should I say, this year for me, because I done quite a number of sessions, book reading sessions at school amongst that week. By the Friday come, I jokingly said to my wife, make sure the kids are out because I don't want to see any children this weekend. But it was a joke. But at the same time, if there was any time then, I was like, oh, well, I could do with a bit of easy time tonight. But by that Monday, I was ready to go again. And life, it maybe is short, it maybe isn't short. Who you asking? If you've asked somebody that's done jack shit with their life and they've lived till they're 95, and you say, is life short? And they say, well, I don't know, I'm 95 years old, but I haven't done a thing with it. I've never left, the county that I live in. Or you ask somebody that lived to the absolute max and they've only got an age span of 40. It's how you look at it. So life can be short, it can't be short, but don't go spouting it off to other people saying it's short, especially if you haven't done anything with yours. I would never say to anybody, and I don't think I ever have, I've never said life's too short, purely because that I've got big ambitions for my own life, yeah, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's relevant to somebody else, in the case that, oh, well, you've only got X amount of years to live. So just become more aware, and that's pretty much everything. And it starts with everything. Everything I talk about is awareness. It's once you become aware of the situations around yourself and how you're perceiving it, what information you're taking in, and what you're putting back out. Said in one of the posts before, I do believe in universal energy to a degree that, what you put out, you're going to get back. So if you're putting out all this negativity, these little snippet keywords, you're just going to get it back tenfold. So don't do it. Become more consciously aware of what you're putting out there, and hopefully you will start to see maybe even small changes. It might be small, but it's a start. So just catch yourself out every time you say, if you're having a conversation with somebody and they say, "What's this job like?" and you say, "Oh, it's cushy." I don't know. Well, you know what I'm saying. It's easier, but it's not cushy to a point. Catch yourself out. Don't allow yourself to just spout off in a way that it doesn't, especially if it doesn't serve you. If it's not fit for purpose, then don't do it. So, but yeah, so that's it for today, guys. Just try and be more consciously aware of these little key negative words that you say. I do catch myself saying the odd one or two. Definitely not these ones that I identify as high on my list that are no goes, but even some of them that I've said to my wife. If you ever catch me saying such and such, then pull us up for it. So again, you might need the help and support of other people around you. Tell them, say, "Look, I've identified these 3 to 5 keywords that I believe that aren't serving me very well. So if you hear me saying it, then pull me up for that reason." Start what do they call them? A little swear word jar where you put so many coins in for how many swear words you do. The same could apply there, or give your kid a fiver every time you bring up a you know I mean, your kid will be encouraging you to get them keywords out if you're getting him, if he's making money off you. So, but just, well, you can make it engaging, make it exciting, make it interesting. That's what it is. It doesn't have to be a chore. But I'll leave you on that note, guys. So don't hate Mondays, don't be cushy, and life is exactly how life is for you. Remember that, yeah? And also believe the hype. See you later, guys.